Hey, what's up, everyone? Doing a quick BRAP rant. Didn't think I was going to do a BRAP rant today because we did BRAP last night, but I feel like this is the second week in a row we've had some news drop after the Wednesday night show. And by the way, if you didn't get a chance to check out last night's show, please check it out. It's up on the BRAP channel right now. Great conversation. We talked about the Call of Duty multiplayer beta, our impressions of that. We talked about the new Ryzen CPUs running hot, and then some other gaming-related news. Talked about E3 2023 as well. If E3 will be able to kind of reclaim its magic, if you will. But this is going to be a quick BRAP rant because something's been going around, conversation piece that I've been seeing as it relates to the new PlayStation Stars program, which, if you're not familiar with that program, that is PlayStation's rewards program. Basically, they are giving you free stuff, free games in some instances for earning trophies, things like that. But there's also some other incentives that they're offering that some people seem to be upset about. I'm not one of those individuals that really thinks this is a big deal the way people are making a big deal out of social media. But again, gaming Twitter versus, and I've been saying this, and by the way, real quick, do me a favor, please hit that like button if you haven't done so already. I'm going to actually, let me retweet the link here. I'm not retweet, but let me drop the link here in the live chat. If you guys could please retweet, let everyone know we're going live. Again, I know this is a very impromptu BRAP rant, but like Nova Red said, they make drama. Yes, this is, I've seen some drama as relates to the Stars program. I am chalking this up to being a nothing burger on my scale of, is this impactful or is this worth putting the kind of energy I've been seeing on social media? And again, as we do here on the Truth Network, and by the way, we do our best to, here's the thing about BRAP, by the way. We're not here to pander or cater to PlayStation, Xbox, maybe PC, because PC's the best platform to play video games. But we're not here to pander or anything like that. We're here to, exchange different ideas, to offer a counterpoint to a lot of the console-centric podcasts that, not all of them, but many of them are, out there selling wolf tickets, and we don't do that here. And we try to be as insightful as possible. And if we get something wrong in terms of something that's factual, or we get some facts wrong, please, by all means, just feel free to to chime in and talk to us about it. I mean, that's what we're here for. But we're not here to put any of these platforms on pedestals. They're not all without critique, as long as it's reasonable critique. But so the PlayStation Stars program, as we know, it's their rewards program, I actually prefer Microsoft, the Xbox rewards program, because it's more accessible in everyday life, I guess, or my everyday usage outside of gaming. So I like the Microsoft Rewards program better in that regard. Although I think the PlayStation Stars program is still a good for the platform itself. It's good, but I think Microsoft's version, just allowing you to earn points outside of gaming, is even better in my opinion. So, let me grab the super chat. Lord Metroid with a $2 super chat says, best gaming podcast on Wednesdays. Great job, guys. Thank you, Lord Metroid. I appreciate that, sir. What's up, Texas? Here's the thing. So, as we know, PlayStation Stars programs come out, and there's some players in Japan. This has come out. This was reported by Chris Sultan at VGC, which is a website. So out West, we're going to get the PlayStation Star program later next month in October. Sorry, here, hold on just a second. I just dropped something. And so the program has a 4-tier level system, right? So all players start at level 1, and they can work their way up to level 4 by buying games and earning trophies, right? So you could progress through this tier system. Again, this is to incentivize people to who are engaged in the platform, right? It's going to reward individuals who utilizing the service more. This isn't any different from any kind of, if you have an Amex American Express card, I am an American Express Gold card holder, although I wish I would have gotten the Platinum card now because I missed out on the points that. I mean, I can still get it, but the Amex Gold. I went with the Amex Gold because they give you like more points for like groceries and things like that. But I think for when I'm using the card now, I would have been better off getting the Platinum at this point. But so it's no different from if you have credit cards like that I'm sorry, hold on a sec here. If you have credit cards that offer rewards for you, the more money you spend, again, they're incentivizing you to spend more money. So, for example, I don't even use my I have hold on a second. I'm reading the chat too. What is Sony has a reward program that isn't about gaming but has gaming rewards. PlayStation used to be tied to that, but now it has its own program. So not sure how you can compare MS while doing Sony Direct. Oh yeah, that's right. Sony did have Direct, but that is correct. But anyhow, again, back to my point about these platforms that have rewards tied into activity. It's the same thing with Amex Gold. You pay $250 a year to have the card. It is a charge card, so as you charge, you need to pay the bill like right away. Basically, it's not like a credit card. Sometimes my payments for a month, my minimum payments are like $1,000 on my Amex Gold card. That's how much I use it, and I have to pay that by the end of the month or by the bill date. So I don't even use my bank card anymore. My ATM card is worthless to me because why am I going to use my ATM card? Like my bank's not incentivizing me to use it, so I'm not using it. They're not giving me points. I accumulate points through Amex to buy tickets, to buy items. Amex Gold, paying that $250 a year, gives me access to pre-sales for entertainment entertainment events, whether it's comedians, music concerts. Amex has certain perks that they have certain. Like if you're a platinum member, you get first dibs on tickets to like music festivals like Coachella, things like that. So this isn't so what Sony's done here isn't any different than what other incentivized platforms are doing. American Airlines, I have an American Airlines City card. Again, I use the reward points from the American Airlines City card to buy to buy airlines tickets or to allow me to get first dibs on tickets, things like that. Even when I buy tickets to when I, and part of the perks of using American Express is getting first dibs on tickets that are going on sale for entertainment events and things like that. Even Ticketmaster, when I use Ticketmaster, they incentivize me. When I use Ticketmaster, I get priorities. I get priorities to buy like WD tickets before they're released to the rest of the public, because I use Ticketmaster to purchase tickets at a previous WWE event. I mean, those are perks, things that they're using to incentivize you to be engaged in their platforms. Amazon does this. Best Buy has their own separate customer service. If you're an elite member and Best Buy, you are put in a separate queue from the general population. So you get that elite customer service, which is usually smaller wait times because there's not as many elite members. So you get that priority, that moving up in the queue, if you will. And look, and this is one thing. Look, if this is. This is also for an addressable market for people who are playing a lot of games and are going to get a lot of rewards from engaging in the PlayStation platform or ecosystem, if you will. And that's why Sony's doing this. It's just to incentivize people to move up tiers and to reward people who are actively participating on the platform. I mean, again, this is no different than you being an Amazon Prime member, or you having an Amex Gold card, or you being a Best Buy Elite member. They are perks. When you're a Best Buy credit card holder, you don't get into the elite membership until you buy a lot of stuff. I bought a lot of stuff from Best Buy, so they moved me into the elite category. GameStop had the elite rewards program. They would offer certain incentives for people too, who are in that, in that elite status, if you will. And I don't know. Did they get rid of that elite status though? I think maybe they did. I'd have to. I have to go back and look. I think they did something. GameStop did. Darcy has asked me what a premium feeling. Do you agree? I don't value on features where my road deviates from Sony proposition way back in the day. I'm not. I'm sorry. Hold on just a second, guys. Sorry about that. I'm multitasking here. So again, one of the things that I saw people saying was that you have to pay for this. No, you don't have to pay for this. This is the rewards program is free. It's incentivizing people who are actively engaged in spending money. Again, this isn't any different than Amex. No different than Best Buy. I know I keep repeating these things, but keep repeating them to drive home that point that this is some unique situation that only Sony's doing. And I see people saying that, oh, I can't believe that Sony's doing this and this is terrible. So part of the feedback from at least from some of the consumer base in Japan is that, and this is on Twitter. That they believe customers must be equal. The only thing that Sony's doing is pushing you up in the queue, and that's it. So less wait times. Now, again, I understand that could be annoying, and that maybe you want more. You don't want to be waiting for customer service. But you still are going to have a customer service experience. I don't think it's a minor inconvenience. To me, if that's something that you place value in, that you don't want to wait, then Sony's certainly giving you that option. And if you're somebody who's engaged in the ecosystem quite a bit, you're going to benefit from the rewards of that. I mean, again, people who call Best Buy customer service that aren't elite members, you're going to have to wait in that queue a little bit longer. I understand, the convenience there, and not wanting to wait. I don't like to wait, on the phone with customer service. And unfortunately, it's a necessary evil at times. But I don't think this is anti-consumer, as I've seen some people saying, or that Sony's screwing over their fan base. I think a lot of that is hyperbolic, and just kind of an overreaction of things that I tend to see in gaming Twitter. What's up, BitCloud Gaming? Texas says you pay for that perk though. Well, no, I mean you're not buying the perk. You're being rewarded for actively engaging. And I see what you're saying. I see the point you're trying to make here, Texas. But no, I mean you're not paying into that you're not paying into that tier though. That's my point. You are hey, Nine Lives. Look, man, I appreciate you coming here. But if you're going to be if you're not going to provide anything thoughtful and you're just here to console war, I mean, feel free to excuse yourself. It's just this isn't damage controlling. This is just explaining the fact that these things and addressing the overreaction that we're seeing. I mean, Nine Lives, you probably, unless you live in your parents' basement, which you may, you probably engage in these things every day and don't even have the kind of reactions that people are having over this. I'm willing to bet that many people who are angry about this engage in this type of tiered program where they're getting benefits for a high level of engagement on a particular product platform. So, I mean, it just, I mean, it's, again, if you're not going to, if you're going to sit here in console war, you do it somewhere else, man. I mean, that's not what we're trying to promote here in the live chat. I mean, we're trying to promote some in-depth conversation, and we don't want the console war nonsense. I mean, you're welcome here if you want to provide some insightful commentary, but if not, definitely feel free to leave. So here's the, so again with Sony, again, it's a level 4 tier. You are, and by the way, I should mention something else too. There are other programs, incentivized programs out there. Like, and again, I'll use American Express example, where you actually do pay into certain tiers. If you spend X amount of dollars on your Amex Gold card, you're not going to automatically move into the Platinum tier. You actually have to pay. I think the Platinum tier is now $650 annually, an annual fee, just to just to get into that, just to have that particular card and get the rewards associated with, the Amex Platinum card. But Star saying you buy 4 full price games and you get 1,000 trophies. Again, I mean, I'm not going to get 100 plus trophies. I can tell you that right now. But I will buy 4 full price games. But they're just rewarding people for consuming at a high level. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, that's no different than what Best Buy does with their Elite program. You spend a couple $1,000s, and I have at Best Buy, and they will get you, and you will be put in their Elite program. You will get higher discounts. You'll get, well, they used to do this. They used to send me higher discounts and on products. I think I used to get even a better extended warranty. But again, I mean, it's something that it's based on consumption. There's no option to buy into it, is my point, Texas. Like you can't buy into this on a subscription model. I get what you're saying. I mean, you're buying products that lead to that increase in tier. But you're not like buying into it per se. Texas, I don't know about hearsay per se. I mean, I think the article is pretty straightforward. Your tiers impacted by how much you interact in the system, in the platform, and how much you spend. And that's it. All right, let me get the super chat here. Envy Dub with the $5 super chat says people need to stop throwing around the term anti-consumer. It's losing its value. It absolutely is. It's the most monopolies, consolidation, and anti-consumer, the biggest, and competitiveness are the biggest misused words on gaming Twitter. So yeah, again, I think this is, I don't think this is a big deal. I really don't. I mean, I read the news. I'm like, okay, like I've had this experience. Me as a consumer, if I want that, to be moved up in the queue, customer service, then I'll do that. I like playing video games. I'll do it. If not, I don't care either. Like if I'm not getting 100 trophies or buying 4 games, it's not going to be. I'm not going to lose sleep over it, and I don't think many people are going to lose sleep over this either. I just think it's an opportunity really for people just to, as people do on gaming Twitter, when they feel like Microsoft does something crazy or they feel Sony does something crazy, the people just roll over and kick their feet. And a lot of these things by Microsoft, like people getting upset because Microsoft's buying publishers and saying they're not competing. No, Microsoft is competing. Part of companies competing, whether you agree with it or not, is through acquisition, mergers, acquisitions. It's exactly how companies compete. They're allowed to do that. It promotes competition. So long as they're not doing it in a way that drives monopoly or corners the market, or doesn't allow other competitors to enter the space or hurts consumer choice, then it's fine. Microsoft is absolutely competing. But again, people have these hyperbolic takes on Twitter, and I think this is just a case of that as well. That's just my opinion on the PlayStation Stars program. No, it's a queue for customer service. So when you call customer service Texas, you're prioritizing the queue if you're in that tier 4. Yeah, Nelson Gaming says casinos, gas stations, restaurants. Yeah, gas stations do this too. They have rewards programs for you. You could save like 10 cents off on gas. I never sign up for them, but they're out there. So anyhow, that's my quick rant, everyone. I just wanted to arsenic steel. I mean, they are more commonplace in businesses. I mean, they've happened in every industry. Oil, gas, entertainment. I mean, food, tech. You've been trading on the market since COVID hit. Okay. I've been trading on the markets for 25 years. And I can tell you that mergers, acquisitions are probably more common than you realize. I also work for a company that handles M&As, and I can tell you that from an advisory perspective that they happen quite a bit. Maybe not in the scale of what we're seeing with Activision Blizzard, but they do happen. So, all right. But look, that's my quick rant, everyone. I just wanted to talk about this. No, arsenic steel, it's not uncommon. I mean, it's actually more common, and it happens even at lower levels and deals much smaller than what you see in publicly traded companies, things like that. So I don't know. Yeah, well, I mean, and arsenic, that's fair. I mean, I'm going back 25 years. I'm just telling you, and I'm telling you based on the company I work for and what we do on the advisory side of our business, that these things happen, not just with publicly traded companies, with privately held owned companies, more than you realize. The kind of M&As that don't get a lot of traction in the media. That's my point. They happen more frequently than you probably are aware of. But yeah, so that's just my quick 2 cents. Again, I think this is a big nothing burger. Don't think this is a big deal. Don't think Sony's being anti-consumer or sticking it to its consumer base. I don't think this is a big deal. And people will just move on with their lives, and Ragnarok will come out, or more games will come out, and people will forget this stuff. So, my 2 cents. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the bell notification so you're alerted when we go live. And I may do another BRAP rant maybe tomorrow about Stadia. Google finally shutting the doors on Stadia. So I may do that tomorrow as well. So just give me a follow on BRAP_podcast on Twitter so you get up to speed, or you get updates on when we go live. But yeah, I may do that rant tomorrow about Google Stadia. So, all right, everyone, thank you so much. I really appreciate the perspective, the thoughts, the commentary in the live chat. Thank you so much, everyone, and we'll see you next time.